Hi, today is a really exciting day. I got the infant station. I've been waiting for a really long time to get this, and Mighty Hoops sent it to me this week, and so we're going to get started, and I'm going to show you how to use the infant station. So I'm going to start at the very beginning with you. So this is the very cute and adorable infant station. I should bring up the big station so you can get a perspective of it. So these are the two side by side, so you can see the difference of the infant station. Oops, that was a little cockeyed there. Anyways, you can see the difference. It's just real small, and anyways, it's for size 12 month to 4T. So you can hoop more accurately and get really nice placement on the smaller 12 month up to 4T. And then for hoop sizes, you can use from the 4.25 up to the 8x9 hoop. And I'm going to use the biggest one today so that we can get an idea of how to do it. And then as far as this is the fixture that you would be getting with it, and the fixture will hold all those hoops. So you only need to get one fixture. So this is the bottom, and I just slide it over. And once you slide it over, there's two little screws on the bottom, and you just tighten those screws up. And I can show you on the top one how the screws are. That's a good angle, I guess that is. So you can see these two little screws, and these are the slots that just go over the station. And so I'll do the same thing on the top. I just have them a little tight, so I just need to loosen them. And then you just slide it, and that's how you adjust. Like I would bring it down lower for a small hoop, and then up high for a bigger hoop. And I'm just gonna randomly tighten them for right now because I'm not ready to set up the hoop. So I'm gonna set it aside and start with the shirt. Because I know everybody's been asking me a lot about the shirt and the stabilizer. So being that this is a little shirt, normally I would go the size of the shirt and cut my stabilizer, but I want to be sure that I have my hoop fully hooped. So I'm going to go the whole size of the hoop and be sure that I've got enough stabilizer to go the whole width of the hoop and cut it. And if I have excess, then I just have excess and I'm not going to worry about it. And being a toddler shirt, I mean, this is really going to cover the majority of the shirt if you look at it. So I'm doing I should have grabbed my design. Hold on just a second here. Sorry about that. I'm doing it from the same designer that I did that one in a melon. And the reason that I did that is this is a free design. So if you guys want to do it, you can go back and grab this design and stitch it out yourself too. So anyway, the design, I will probably put it, I'm going to say about 1 inch down. And what that'll do for me is I can hoop real close to the collar, but not on the collar. So that'll be really nice for me. So I'm going to probably, and I've got plenty of room, it feels like. So I'm going to probably put the stabilizer not quite to the tippity top, but real close to the top. So I'm going to flip my shirt inside out. And, you know, the label is on the back. So I'm just going to come over here. And then you want to, if you look at your iron-on mesh, like I can see, you guys I'm sure can't see with the camera, but I'll see just a little bit of a reflectiveness, and that is what's going to get ironed down. So I'll just go to my ironing board and make sure everything is nice and smooth. And then I'm going to lay this just, I had said like right, not to the collar, but this will be right where I'll lay it down and iron it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn off the camera for just a quick second, so I'm not just going to make you guys seasick and drag you around, but I'll do that and then I'll come back. Okay, So I'm back. I just ironed it all down. I did not iron on the arms at all, but the whole body of the shirt all the way down. And just to also tell you that after it's stitched, I will pull all this excess away. I reheat it on a lower heat, and that activates that glue just a little bit. And then I pull it away and I trim around the design 1/4 of an inch. So now I'm ready to flip it. And come over to the infant station. Okay, so now I'm ready to get the lower hoop on. And so now I'm just going to take the upper part right here, and I may have to raise this lower part. I'm just going to see how this is all going to play out. So as I take this lower part down with my wrists, I just lift that lower hoop up, and then I can just tighten this down. And by meaning that I might have to raise the whole thing, I have to see where the shoulders fall. So I'm going to slip this on. And gosh, I might have just lucked out. I think I did just luck out. It all did fall into place pretty well. So yeah, so I think it looks pretty good. But my design is over 30,000 stitches. And no-show mesh does 4,000 stitches for a 4-inch design. And this is 8 by 8, so it can do about, I think that's about 16,000 stitches. So I've decided to add a layer of tearaway. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here just for some extra stabilization. And you can either hoop it like this or you can float it. Either way, whatever you'd like to do. So it is nice. I went ahead and put it with the little magnetic tabs. I kind of went over that fast. Let me go back and do that again. So when you put your tearaway on, I put it in the center of my hoop, and then a magnetic tab here and a magnetic tab here. And so it's pretty well, it'll stay there. It is kind of wide right here, so if you have any trouble, you can just bend these down just a little bit so it'll slip over nicely. And I can just slip my shirt on. Now, I didn't do the center seam like I do with most adult shirts. You can, and the only reason I didn't do it is these shirts are so small and it's really, really easy to see the center. So, you know, it's shoulder to shoulder. It's a real easy eyeball for me all the way down the center. I've got, you know, the side seams are right here. It's easy to just, you know, touch the side seams, make sure I'm straight. You know, just do all your things that you would normally do to straighten a shirt. So I've got 2 side seams here. I've got 2 shoulder seams here. I know I'm really straight. So my warning sign was down on my bottom hoop. My warning sign is up here, and I hit. Now again, I can't get my hoop up. And the reason I can't get my hoop up is this little locking mechanism here is engaged. So all I have to do is pull up and over and down. And so now I went the wrong way. Now I can lift it and just pull it off. And it's a little tight, but I can just lift it off. And now I have, I don't know if you can hear, but I have a nice drum-like hooping. So I'm ready to go to my embroidery machine and hoop my design, or stitch my design. I've hooped my design already. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, I am getting back to you, but not from stitching. So what I found was when I put it in my machine and I did a trace on the Brother embroidery machines, you can do a trace. It was really tight with the collar to the back of the machine. So I decided I wanted to switch my my shirt around. I wanted to turn my embroidery design upside down and switch everything around. So the really great thing about the infant station is I can do that. So let me show you what I did. So let me get right back down here. So what I did was I reversed these two pieces. And how you do that is really, really simple. There are two screws. There's one here and one here that you just unscrew them, take this little top piece comes off, and you do the same here. And then you, just on these bases, you just reverse the two pieces. So it's really, really simple. So in the first part of the video today, the tab for the bottom hoop of my embroidery was down here. And now it's going to be up top. I hope I'm not confusing too many people. So what's going to happen is, let me get that tightened up, as I am going to hoop. Let's just start it and you'll see as we get going. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to lower this, and it's going to be the whole same process. So I'm going to put my tearaway stabilizer down, and we're going to check our shoulders again, because I'm not sure if I'm in the right place or not, because everything's been moved. Okay. I don't know why that was wiggling. I didn't have my bottom tab on. Okay. Now I want to get my sides straight. I want to make sure they're even. I want to make sure my shoulders are even. Now my tab is on top. So now this time my warning is going to be to the bottom. I hope that makes sense. So see the tab that's going to be facing me when I go to the embroidery machine, that is on top this time. So my warning is going to be at the bottom. So now when I go to lift, and if this ever gets to be cumbersome for any of you guys, the locking mechanism, there is a screw on these. I believe there is. Yes, there's a screw head on these that you can get your Phillips screwdriver, and maybe, I'm not sure, this one might be too big, but you can tighten these, and so it'll permanently stay open. That screwdriver is too big, but so that you don't have to have the locking mechanism lock for you anymore. Just a personal preference. So now when I get to my embroidery machine, I will put it so that the bigger part is going to go to the back. And so that will be better, because what was happening before, the neckline was to the back, and it wasn't, when it was moving around, it wasn't moving very freely. So now as the design moves around in the embroidery machine, it's going to move more freely for me. So I'm going to go get started with that, and I'll be back with you. Okay, so my design is all finished stitching out. I trimmed the back so you can see. I pulled it back 1/4 of an inch and trimmed around the back of my design. I still want to come back and take away a bunch of the tearaway here so it doesn't feel so stiff. But it came out really cute. I was kind of rushing today, so I kind of regret some of my color selection. I wish I had chosen a little bit differently, but oh well, each one's a learning experience. I guess we kind of all figure that. But anyways, it looks pretty cute. It's a free design on I think it's So Sweetly. I'll look it up and put it in the notes for you guys, so you can download this design and do it too. But anyways, the infant station, it made it really, really easy to do. Just sliding both of these up and down. I can do the 4.25 up to the 8x9. And what is really nice is when you're doing multiples, set it once and you can just keep going, shirt after shirt after shirt. And it is meant for 12-month to 4T. So it's really nice. I really like it. And I hope I should probably talk to you guys up here. I really enjoyed using it, and I hope I know that a few of you have ordered it from me, so you can make comments too and let me know what you think. And I did prefer switching the top and the bottom so that the neck was towards me when I did the embroidery. It was easier with my machine with moving back and forth. So if you have any questions, let me know.